Hit it.
Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Welcome, welcome back. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Welcome, welcome back. I am so glad you joined me. Everyone, all praises go to our Father, the Most High Yah, for allowing us to see another day. Thank you, Father, for your continued mercy and grace over my life. In Yahweh's name I pray, amen. Okay, y'all, so for those of you who don't know me, my name is Joyce McTier, and I am the owner and operator of LaJoy Creation Designs. I'm coming to you all today with another How to Make Crafty Vision segment, okay? All right, so I purchased these dowels a long time ago. They are really long. They are, I think these dowels are, let me see, they're about 12 and a half. They're 13 inches long. Okay, they are 13 inches long. I said 12 and a half. All right, you can find these at Dollar General. All right, what is so awesome about this is that you can use these to make and create many type of designs for your locks or hair braided jewelry. For locks or hair braided jewelry, okay? Now these have the sizes on them. It tells you what size they are: 3/8, 5/16, 1/4, and 3/16. You get 8 pieces in here, okay? I think I paid maybe $2.50 for this pack. And, oh, I'm gonna have to cut this. Give me 1 minute, I gotta get my scissors. I thought it was the pack where you just pull them open, pull down the bottom, but nope. So let me just open this up so I can show y'all. Can y'all please do me a favor and make sure you thumbs up this video? I would greatly appreciate it. You get 8 sticks here. Now I'm gonna show you how I make and create some lock jewelry without adding on the connectors, okay? And I guess it depends on the size of your locks or the size of your braids. Now, a long time ago, I used to have locks. I had locks for a very long time. I decided to cut my locks and go back to my natural hair state. But I love, 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 love locks, especially when you put jewelry in it and you can make it really, really pretty. And yeah, so I'm going to show you the wire that I'm using. For those of you who would like to go and purchase this is wire that I purchased from Amazon.com. This is made in the USA craft wire. All right, it says for adults only, and it's copper wire. This is 14 gauge, 99.9 per copper wire, dead soft. All right. Okay, so I'm using that. I don't think I'm gonna use 20 gauge, but I do get it in 20 gauge. I get it in 16 gauge. This is 16, and this is some 16 gauge that I purchased from I think Joann's Fabrics. Now, there used to be a time where Joann Fabrics and Michaels didn't sell like the real stuff, okay? Now they have copper wire and they also sell brass wire. They have not gotten to the point where they have sterling silver. I kind of sort of wish they would, but I know that if they get it in, it's going to be phenomenally expensive, okay? Real sterling silver wire. But they do have brass and they do have copper. So this is some 16 gauge that I picked up, I believe, from Joann Fabrics. Then you're gonna need some pliers, of course, your wire cutters and your round nose pliers. And I'm gonna cut off a generous amount, and this amount I'm cutting off is going to be, let's see, I think I'm gonna do, this piece is gonna be 12 inches. So I'm gonna cut off a piece 12 inches. And I'm just gonna show you some different designs that you can do for your locks, depending on the size of your locks, okay? So this real little one here, this is, the size of this is 3/16. Okay, this is the real little one. So sometimes when we first start out, of course, our locks are very thin, and then after a while they get a little thick. So I'm just going to take my wire, come here, and I'm going to just roll this or wrap this just like this, just to create some spirals. Okay, and I've done that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna do it one more time and come all the way back around to here. All right, and that's what you're gonna have. Now I'm gonna take this, actually I'm not gonna take it off yet. Now if you want something with a really cute little design in it, once you do that, okay, you want to try to make sure your coils are nice and close together. Then you can come here and you can make your design right on your dowel, because this is going to give it, you'll have a really nice surface to be able to wrap it, wind it, do whatever you see fit, whatever you like. All right, you can make all different types of designs, shapes, and all that good stuff for your lock jewelry. All right, and it just makes it easy. So this is just something different. Okay, so now I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to take my round nose pliers and come here. And you can do this not with just, it doesn't necessarily have to be with copper wire. If you have brass wire, you can do it with brass wire. You can do it with sterling silver wire. You can do it with whatever wire you have, okay? But I'm using copper wire. And then I'm gonna, this is our design. I'm gonna take, and this little piece right here, I'm just gonna make a loop. Just like that, okay? Now I'm gonna tell you, you can connect this to your lock without adding a connector, okay? You don't have to add another piece to this. You can take your lock and put it right on through and pull it right on up. Depending on the size of your lock, it will stay on, depending on the size of it. All right, and this is 3/16. All right, this is different. It's unique. All right, so that's one piece. And you can also, if you choose to, turn this into some type of charm. Like literally, y'all, there's so many ways that you can turn, you'll be surprised. So that's 3/16. So I have 2 of those. My next size is 1/4. That's this one right here. So let's take another piece. 1/4. And this time, I'm gonna cut this piece 16 inches. So I'm gonna cut this piece 16 inches. And then I'm gonna take this piece and pinch it just like this. All right, bend it. And I'm gonna squeeze this together, just like that. All right, so we got 2 pieces together. And no, I didn't mention this, but I got some, these are 3-in-1 pliers, but I'm gonna grab my other pliers, my flat nose pliers, and I'm just gonna come here and squeeze that just like that, because I want it to be nice and tight. If you have nylon pliers, you can use your nylon pliers to do this step too. It's completely up to you. All right, so this is what you're gonna have, okay? So what I'm doing now is I'm trying to have everything be in sync with each other. I've been wanting to bring y'all this video for a long time. Now, when you get down here to the bottom, it's uneven. Don't panic, don't worry about it. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this piece and I'm gonna place it on my dowel and press that down just like that and start wrapping this around. Okay, just start wrapping it, applying pressure. You want to try to make sure that it is as close together as possible. Okay. All right. Now I have wrapped this a few times. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a design. So I'm gonna come here and hold these two pieces together as I'm doing this. All right. And I'm gonna make my design. Okay. And we're going to make a loop. And whoops. Just like that. I'm going to bring this piece down and this piece down. And when you get here, as you can see, this is our design. You can come here and I'm going to just take and make a loop right here. Roll it up again. And then this piece, I'm going to do the same thing. Whoops. Wrap it. All right. Okay. All right, so this is what you're going to have. Now, I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to come here and bring that in just like this to meet the edge. And here you have it. And I'm going to go back and just straighten it out a little bit so it can be a little straighter. Okay, and that's what you're going to have. And then I'm going to add some tiger's eye, a little piece of tiger's eye. Wait a minute, some 20 gauge. And I'm going to add just a little piece of, I'm going to add my tiger's eye down the bottom here. And you can also add a piece of tiger's eye to this piece too. It depends on what you want, how you want your lock jewelry to be. And I'm going to make a loop right here, just like that. Give it some indentation. Lift this up. And then all I'm going to do is come down the bottom here and connect it on, just like that. And I'm just going to wrap this around a few times. Okay. Straighten this out. I'm going to come here with my cutters and snip that. And then squeeze this in. All right. And now I'm going to go ahead and add on my tiger's eye. Okay. Now, when you get your tiger's eye on, you're just going to take and pinch your wire over, just like this, and you're going to start wrapping it around that top part. Make sure that it is nice and tight, that your swirls are nice and tight. Come all the way back to the front. You're going to snip this off and then take your pliers and squeeze that down, and then you have yourself something really, really cute. All right, that's really cute. And I'm going to show you how your piece should look. All right, once you wrap it on. Okay, this is different. Okay, different. So you have that, and then you put your lock or your braid right through here, and okay, so that's the second one, and we're going to make one more. So we have one. So this is the single. Okay, this is the single. This is the double. All right, single and double. And then you don't have to add any connectors to these, okay? They come just like that. So that was in the size 1/4. So we have 2 sizes left. I'm going to show y'all one more, and I think I'm going to show you the 5/16. This is the 3/8, the 5/16. So let's do that. This time I'm going to cut my copper wire. Let's see. Let's do 16. We're going to do 16 inches. Again. Pinch these 2 pieces together. Okay. Now you can make these using, if you don't want to use 16 gauge, you can use 18 gauge. If you don't want to use 16 gauge, because 16 gauge it really is something to work with. It's not it's easier. It's not as easy as 18 or 20 or 22 going up. It does, you do have to practice. If you're not used to working with wire, you have to practice. You got to put your hands on it and let your hands get familiar with it, okay? So this here is 5/16, and all I'm going to do is come here, and I'm going to make one loop all the way around, and then I'm going to come here, and I'm going to do some circles. Sorry, y'all. Camera. And this is the 2 strand. And like I said, this is different. It's going to add something different to your lock jewelry. What you do as far as your lock jewelry. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm going out of frame. And I'm just going to take and bring this piece over like this. And hold this and just bring it down like that. And this is what you're going to have. Now, this loop right here, I'm going to take this off. That loop right there will hold your lock. I'm going to take my round nose pliers and go in and pinch it. Okay, just like that. Okay, so that's what you're going to have. Your piece, your hair is going to go inside that loop, okay? And then you can come here and you can just make a design. Now this time I'm going to turn it this way. All right. And then if you want to, you can add on some stones, or you can just leave it like this. And you don't even necessarily have to add on stones. You can put beads on here. You can put wood beads. You can put whatever beads you have. Let me show y'all something. I have something right here. These are some beads that I purchased from when they had that 10 for, and you can add some beads to this. It doesn't always necessarily have to be gemstones. All right. So I'm going to snip that. And I'm going to make a loop. Okay, give it a little indentation. Bring it up. And I'm just going to add these down the bottom. And you can do this, y'all. Like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be copper wire. You can make these using sterling silver wire, brass wire, whatever wire you have. All right. And I'm going to snip right there. And I'm going to just add on my beads. And I'm going to add 2 on one side. Okay, you can really dress this up and make this as fancy as you would like. Take it through here. Then I'm going to come back up again and then just wrap it just like this all the way around. All right, and then come here and snip this. Take my pliers. All right, and look what you got. Look at that. This side, you can add something else. If not, look what I'm getting ready to do. If you don't want to add anything else, you can come here and roll that up just like that. And then you can just have that one piece hanging down. That's if you choose to. Did I roll that right? I don't think I rolled that right. Nope. Okay, now there you have it. All right, so there you have it. You got one piece. If you don't want the 2 pieces, I just kind of sort of removed it, but it's all good. All right, so this is pretty much what you're gonna have. You're gonna have this piece, you can have this one, and you can have this one. This is single, these are double, okay? I used 16 gauge wire. If you don't want to use 16 gauge wire, like I said, you can use 18 gauge. Will do the same exact, you'll get the same results. The thing about 18 and 20 and 22 and up is it's much easier for you to work with. Anything that is 18 and below is going to give you a little run for your money. If you are new to wire wrapping, if I were you, I would not buy expensive wire to make this on. I would buy some stuff, some maybe 16 gauge that's not, that doesn't have this type of quality, because what you don't want to do is spend money on good quality wire and you're not, you're not really, haven't really worked with wire. You will mess it up. So if you're going to do some wire wrapping like this, as far as making your own lock jewelry or hair braided jewelry, start off with some wire that isn't as great, okay? And then upgrade to this, all right? So I was just putting that out there. Just a key point on saving money when you are you're starting your crafting journey, all right? So like I said, this is the wire that I use. when I'm creating Made in America craft wire. I got this from Amazon.com. If y'all like this video today, which I hope you did, I hope I have helped, please make sure you thumbs this video up and like, share, and leave me a comment. And until my next upload, peace and blessings. Happy crafting. Until my next one, y'all. See ya.